Hello and welcome to Open, everyone. I'm Rhina, your host of Café con Leche. For the next hour, always inviting you to get social with us online. That's right. Tweet us and follow us on Instagram and at BronxNet TV. That's with two T's. And like us on Facebook at Open BronxNet Television. And of course, while you're there, don't forget to follow moi on Twitter, Instagram, FB, Snapchat, LinkedIn, Insta Stories at Rhina Valentin. All right, so International Jazz Day is coming up. It takes place on April 30th, and this year the Johnny Pacheco Jazz Festival is collaborating with BronxNet Television for the special occasion. Here now to share more, please welcome the producer and artistic director of the Johnny Pacheco Jazz Festival and jazz lecturer at Lehman College, Alan Molnar. Hello and welcome.
Hi, Rhina.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
A little sooner this time around.
Usually it's November.
Yeah, well, you're doing such a wonderful job with this festival, and congratulations on all its success.
Thank you.
And it's lovely that it's now seeping into International Jazz Day. Tell us a little bit about that collaboration.
Well, this is really, really exciting. International Jazz Day was started by UNESCO in November of 2011, and it has grown into a really incredible worldwide event where jazz performers and events are happening literally all around the world, and you have the wide range of jazz musicians from beginners in middle schools and elementary schools doing in-house performances at their schools. You have organizations like the Jazz Education Network and other similar organizations supporting various types of events. You have people like Chick Corea and Herbie Hancock and all the best musicians in the world performing at various places around the world, and much of it is televised, some of it is simply in-house, and it's really exciting. And this year I proposed the idea to all my good friends at BronxNet to celebrate with a combined event featuring some of the Pacheco Festival
right.
performers along with BronxNet, and so we're together celebrating International Jazz Day this Sunday at 1 p.m. right here.
Well, what I do love, and I hope you guys have loved if you've watched the Johnny Pacheco Festival in the past, because we've partnered up with them as well, is the multimedia component to which the actual presentation is executed with. I know I asked you off air, but I want everybody to know. It's like, are there going to be that simultaneous musician interlocking or what is interweb what is the synchronicity that's happening like in one state while it's happening here at the same time, or kind of fusing together through online, which I found so fascinating.
It really is a
Did that even make any sense? I wonder if anybody even got what I'm saying. It's like having musicians play somewhere else in the United States while they're playing over here, and that it be actually creating some kind of like fusion of a jam.
We video conference selected guest artists in and put them on the big screen on our stage, and then have musicians on that very same stage live performing with musicians from afar. So it is a pretty unusual kind of concept. I designed the festival to be kind of I call it a hybrid brick and mortar and virtual festival because of that. And of course the educational experience is sometimes also done via Skype or other forms of video broadcasting, where a guest from as far away as Hong Kong in one year worked and critiqued a band here on our stage. But the short answer is not this time.
Not this time.
The synchronicity will be all happening live in the room between the musicians who will be performing. And the musicians performing this Sunday at 1 p.m., we have the Celia Cruz Bronx High School of Music Jazz Ensemble. Now, they've played the Pacheco Festival every year since 2010. And the director, Miss Penny Smatters-Giacono, is an outstanding music educator and is building a really great jazz program there. So we're featuring them to kick off the program. Then we have our Lehman College Guitar Ensemble that will be performing right after that. Director Robert Wimbiel will be leading that, and then I'll be bringing the Lehman College Jazz Ensemble to perform at the end of the program.
So I'm just looking at these images here while you're speaking to me, and I'm just trying to get a feel of like what's going to happen here. How long is the programming going to be, and how many musicians do you have coming in and out? Are you doing it through segments, or is it just going to be like one big jam session?
Well, it'll be 3 different segments. The Jazz Big Band from Celia Cruz will have approximately 20 musicians. The Guitar Ensemble will have about 9 or 10. The Jazz Ensemble, then the Lehman Jazz Ensemble will have about 12 or 13 musicians. So different size groups, and what we see here behind us are various high school groups from the performance of this past year's Pacheco Festival.
So, so it's high school mixed with professionals again.
Well, high school and college students for this one.
Nice, yes. Nice. So, the college students that are performing are your students?
They're my students.
Right. And so, how do you merge them with the Celia Cruz? Or how do you qualify the performers from the Celia Cruz High School?
Well, we have a number of things that are happening. In about 2 hours' time, I will actually be holding a combined performance with the Celia Cruz high school students, along with a few of my college students, and that's kind of a mentorship arrangement that we're working with. You know, we
So when you say mentorship, is it the college students to the high school students?
Correct.
Nice.
Yeah, they'll be, you know, they're more experienced players and they've been playing longer, and the high school kids are, you know, they're learning and they're doing a great job. So we're putting them together just to get that sense of you know, mingling with the older, more experienced students. And so they're going to play three performances this afternoon at 12:30 in our student cafeteria. And then after that, my jazz ensemble will play a number of selections to finish out the program. So that kind of mentorship is really something that is a very important part of jazz. I mean, Miles Davis mentored with Charlie Parker. And, you know, you could go on and on and on about all the musicians who came up in bands led by the greats of Duke Ellington and Count Basie and all these great musicians. So we're bringing that type of a vibe to the partnerships with high schools as we work ahead in developing the festival.
I love it. I love it. I mean, you do it with the professionals and the college students, and now the college students to the high school students. Hopefully the following year you'll say, oh, we're doing it with the elementary students, or the junior, right? And bring it down and down so that we can leave things better than we found them.
All levels.
Nice, nice. Okay, so again, on Sunday, so it's streaming live.
Correct.
Is it airing live as well? It's airing live in the Bronx, and it's here on Channel 67.
Correct.
And it's going to be an hour show?
I think about 2.5 hours.
2.5 hours, nice. Yes. That's a nice Sunday afternoon of just sound. So what kind of music are they going to be playing?
Well, it's going to be a mix of jazz, big band, traditional, you know, 4 trumpets, 4 trombones, 5 saxophones, and rhythm section, playing some really interesting arrangements that are written for that, you know, that very standard medium. And then the Lehman College Jazz Ensemble is a completely different format. We have more of an improvisational type of approach. We have 3 keyboards and 5 guitars and drums, bass, a singer for some of the tunes, and we're doing a mix of jazz standard. We have a really talented young trumpet player in that band as well, and we're doing a mixture of some jazz standards and some Pat Metheny tunes. So those are very contemporary oriented types of programming. So, and then the guitar ensemble has a number of selections that are kind of geared and ranged specifically for 3-4 guitars playing in unison and playing voiced out parts as well. So it's quite a mix of ensembles.
Oh, it sounds really exciting, and it sounds like, you know, with no offense, like great cleaning music. You know, like Sunday's cleaning day, and it's like, oh man, just put on the channels, Channel 67, of course, at 1 o'clock.
Oh, you can clean, you can cook, you can
watch the groups as well,
and listen and do all those things. Absolutely.
Awesome. Great. Thank you so much, Alan, for all the work you're doing with the next generation, and thank you for bringing it here on set with us to share with our viewers.
Thank you very much.
All right. All right, once again, you guys, be sure to visit BronxNet.tv for the live stream if you're not in the Bronx. The International Jazz Day on April 30th happening right here, BronxNet, Channel 67 at 1 o'clock. So we do have to take a quick break, but we'll be back with some more open after this. Don't go anywhere.